sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here. As it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a long-time starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the top quarterbacks in the league as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Stafford. And his first pass is incomplete.
It's on defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
180.
Back to throw, Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they can tackle right on the chart at 45. 10 yards. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Ready.
They'll run for the first time here with Kyron Williams. He's able to break to one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
180.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Here's Stafford. They'll get that complete. And now the ball's out. Follow near midfield. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, they'll go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hurts. Will get this out to Barkley complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards now, just like last play.
That's a nifty play for him there, and that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. Look at looking at me as the backside of the backfield. Because I never, when I used to cover, hey, we got my cover. Oh, he just snuck out there and he just got his first down.
We love to So get those backs in the sticks. That's what Peter offers now.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Comes out, they hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Hurts to throw. Throwing for Smith on the outside, it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith, 27 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in L.A. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown for Devontae Smith. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10.
So the Rams coming back on the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So for Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And this incomplete to Smith. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Eagles' 30-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down markers. He stopped at the Eagles' 24. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. And Stafford's going to take it himself. Quarterback trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
They gained nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You got to get low and blow up.
Usually we're talking about O-line surge. Their D-line surge leading to 4th.
Incomplete. It's a turnover on down.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be handled and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. The RPO will keep it himself. The umpire left there, good for 9. And now we'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Now they get 4th down after a loss of 1.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 4th.
They're going to try and throw. In the middle of the field, he's got to be incomplete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 46.
Saquon Barkley. An 8-yard pickup.
Hurts sets up to throw.
1st down.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Got this complete to Javon Dotson. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Eagles.
throwing his Hurts. That will take this 11. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's a gain of 8.
Second and a couple.
Second and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw. Another throw incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Incomplete. Montgomery Witherspoon on the cover.
Out of the shotgun and run the ball. They will be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's now fourth
They're
down.
going on fourth down with Hurts. It's out, it's loose. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on fourth down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 33-yard line.
To throw is Stanford. That's caught. Puka Nakua. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring us to a third and 4.
Makes it third and 4.
Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
The punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a return field following a 42-yard takeover. And it will be Eagles football first and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And it falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. He'll try to pick it up himself, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
And an Eagle first down.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll drop the throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring it a second down.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
He'll look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And this turns into a nice game with a slide at the end. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. He'll look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to 45. Here's second and 3.
Brings up second.
They'll set up to throw. Quick slant to Dotson. This is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 35.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Eagle.
Looking to throw. Going right back to Dotson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. It moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
Now back to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
Brings up second and goal. At the Rams 7-yard
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And it's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jahan Dotson from 6 yards away. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead back. Elliott good for the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-7. Elliott on to kick it away. So here's the Rams as their offense comes back out. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Hey. They start the drive off the ground. It's Williams. Get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
We're just bringing back a touchdown right here. It's a ball play, so be it. Get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On the 43, here's second and 2. Again, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Get him!
Here's Stafford. Pass complete there to McCoy. Go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
And a nice job by the team to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Y'all be loving this. Right.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. A very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Hey, I got him.
Throwing to Stafford. And he taken in here by McCoy. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Here's Stafford. Man, when he hits him in stride. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
6. Brings up second and 4 at the Eagles' 8-yard line.
Set. Wait. Lady.
In motion, the tight end. Stafford. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Rams. Devontae Adams. A 7-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have come back with a score. On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
With the time, man, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Right down the middle.
Makes the score.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
Rams 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Got a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. And Hurts showing some elusiveness as he slides to the ground and the process picks up the first down.
Philadelphia.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That one downfield for Dotson. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he's cleared at the 40. Before picking up 8.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. He's got his target. That's complete. This is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are able to stretch out their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Elliott now at the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. That time a 6-point drive. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford are heading back out. He found Devontae Adams for a touchdown on their last drive, and they start again with a first down.
My man. You're waiting.
Back to throw. Stafford. They'll go down as a gain of 6. And it's second down. Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Stafford. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And that pick-6, Charles, that moves it up now to a 3-touchdown advantage. A great individual defensive effort there to continue what has been a very lopsided first half.
And I better buckle in my seatbelt, right? Because you know, as a former DB, when I see a pick-6, I'm up and jumping up and down watching it. Yeah, I'm supposed to be neutral, but those kind of plays, they excite me every time. They are in absolute control of this one. Nice play there.
So the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to put the word Smokey in the Bandit lyric. They got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Second and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Now the guy, Stafford. This throw nearly intercepted. Good deal on him, it almost happened. But third down coming up.
Nolan Smith on the coverage defensively.
Number 20.
Stafford now to throw. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, Stafford. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO, he'll keep it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches. At the Rams, 37
From the gun, it's Hurts. Smith has it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Hurts sets up to throw. He's going to be sacked down to the 23-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off when the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And he It's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they bring offense first here in the third quarter. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And they let this one out field across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Throwing is Hurts. Let's go. The pressure gets home on first down. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
That almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Charles got like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They got to hold up.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. They're going on fourth down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Incomplete. Result of the play is a turnover on down.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And it's complete to Adams. And he gets us right inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
34 yards.
It's a gain of 34. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Stafford. But it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
At their own 7-yard line.
Then start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. It's up past the 10, about the 12. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 16 there on the way to a new set of downs.
Philadelphia.
It's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one. Each with a pick six today.
Yeah, even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? I mean, there's really what I'm talking about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now? The team balance in that payroll.
31. Rams 13.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
It's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone.
and set to begin their next drive.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this week.
Yeah, sometimes it gets almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to return.
Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 11.
Here's 3rd and 3. He'll drop the throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
First down, Eagles.
They'll drop the throw. As good as he threw it there, now it runs up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Quick slant here to Smith. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they got things rolling on this drive. It's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he gets his inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw again. That is incomplete.
Certainly love the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy ball. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. The coverage was good, and it winds up with the ball.
He's got it in, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead. Elliott doing it on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Rams 13. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. They definitely told her to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the ball and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw the first turnover, we were worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Here's Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
A 7-yard gain. And the Rams first down.
Now we get up the middle to Williams. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory.
He was brought down by
2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the
Throwing to
46.
Stafford. And get that complete to Parkinson. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Rams first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Stafford. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A big bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks in this type of world will get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Stafford looks to throw again. He's going to get that to his running back out of that field. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Rams first down. First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
They run off tackle right with Williams. And the Rams are going to be set up for the first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Williams is into the end zone. Touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And that'll cut the lead down here at 18.
Makes the score.
That time is 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by the Kyron Williams touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here. He's been his typical solid and reliable self. That's a big challenge.
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation we absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. The best thing is the kind of order to touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw it to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches.
Second and 10.
The key now. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time. It's going to lead to third down.
Incomplete.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Back to throw, McKee. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complimentary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3-and-out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Defense is always talking about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and our offenses want win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. From the 23, here's a 2nd and 7. Now it's Stafford. It's Clark Smith. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move from the 22 to the 19.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And they'll take it a yard or so past the 20, coming at the 21. Looking to put a drive together. Looking to throw, McKee. Looking for Dodson, he's got him. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pick up there at 22.
You know, when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. It's a good play caller, and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure the offensive line understands when you get additional guys, you're going to get the quarterback.
2nd and 10. McKee now to throw. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. This is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. McKee to throw here. And he knocks the ball away and throws it incomplete.
Smart enough to get the touchdown, but I guarantee you, Crawford has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 37 yards. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Makes the score Eagles 40.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by a receiving touchdown from Saquon Barkley.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. A partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will complete to Smith. And brought down back before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Stafford. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Adams. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To throw Stafford. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Eagles' 43-yard line.
Throwing again at Stafford. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
To the turf.
Defensively.
Stafford now to throw. That's taken in by his big tight end. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18.
yards on the play. That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at
Here's Stafford. Oh, that's great. And he gets us inside the 10 of the money. It's also a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 9-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Smith catches outside. And the Rams are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Again, it's Stafford. This is caught. Touchdown. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they run to go for 2.
The Rams will...
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion in the end zone. And it comes the lead of the formula. And the formula there on the 2-point trying to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run ahead of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Here's McKee. And the Rams got it. Got in and finished that play off. McKee will look to throw. Incomplete on the deep ball.
Intended for A.J. Brown.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd down and 12. Working the middle of the field, and he's got the incomplete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Number 26.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
34 yards.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. He's going to go down and settle back at the 13-yard line. And the Rams are settled for a timeout, their second. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Again to Barkley on the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll take this and run. Give him 7 there in the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Oh, this offense is staying put. Tanner McKee scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Eagles have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Rams 31. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. This game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points and there's some plays they can do.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They try the left side here with Williams. Down about the 37.
He's brought down
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He's complete there in the corner. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, here's Stafford. Throw inside, complete. That's Smith. Now 2nd and 3.
To number 19. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Stafford. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Stafford. Smith. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
4th down and less than a yard.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Stafford looks to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. We'll get this underneath to the off the Barkley. And then Stafford being stopped at the 28.
Brings up
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 46. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st down, Eagles.
McKee now to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Defended by Kobe.
Back to throw, McKee. Finding room in midfield. He will go out right near the 35-yard line.
To Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 25 yards. And an Eagle 1st down.
Looking to throw, McKee. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. McKee brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Philadelphia.
McKee now. This is Smith to the ground.
McKee's
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Elliott now to have the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Eagles.
That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. The Rams take over 1st and 10. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Way more than you hate, oh you mad. I thought that you'd be happy I made it. From the tech by the dog to the good, like moved out the hood, now you tryna pull me back. Get the pumping in the club, it's on, I'm with my eyes. The chick, till she smash, she's gone. Hit the roof for a 5 minutes, just let it burn. Talking about money, homie, I ain't concerned. I'ma tell you what banks told me, cause go ahead, switch the style.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off, let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try to prepare going forward.
A big play there for LA. 49 yards.
Gain. That's good for our Rams. 1st down.
To throw is Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They're not letting up.
60!
One last throw here for Stanford. And this is going to be caught. So that's the final score of the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. The extra point is good. That's the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.